Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I do have pretty much the best build for a Warlock. Now this build is one of the best ones I've ever used, and it is going to use some of the artifact in the new season. But before I do start with today's video, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, drop a like on today's video. If today's build could get 50 likes, I would appreciate it a lot. And I'm pretty sure it's a build a lot of you guys will enjoy and actually find quite useful. So let's jump straight into it. So the subclass you are going to be wanting to use for this build is going to be the Stormcaller, and that is going to be middle tree. Now the grenade, it's up to you. The grenade is a really important part of the class, so make sure you've got the right one on for you. For me, I use a pulse grenade because it's pretty much guaranteed a kill. And then obviously a burst glide and empowering rift, it's totally up to you, but make sure you do have middle tree on for this to work best. Now the weapons you are going to want to be using is pretty much anything. The only sort of thing you have to use for this build is an arc weapon, so for me I'm using the wrist runner, but any other arc weapon will do if you prefer any other. Now I would recommend a kinetic or a special because you are going to have to use this weapon quite often, so you are going to need to proc that arc charge. Now in the artifact you can pick up whatever you want, but the one for this method you are going to want to need, and pretty much it is viable to actually have, is this one right at the end, lightning strikes twice. Now if you haven't leveled up your artifact enough yet, pretty much check out the video where I made a few days ago where it says how to rank up season pass fast, and that will also rank up your artifact really quickly. Now I would recommend getting this as well. Arc grenade causes disruption, delaying ability regeneration and lowering strong against overload champions, so that is one to get also. So that's the weapons and the arc class and the artifact. Now for the stats, your mobility doesn't really matter. The only two that really matter are obviously resilience. I'd recommend going for a 5 minimum, and obviously your discipline. Now I just want to say the armour that I do have on obviously isn't pinnacle and it's not masterworked. It only has like 7 energy and it's not that good. There are definitely better armour out there, but as you lot know, I'm a hunter main, so the armour that I do have on my Warlock and Titan aren't that great, but hopefully I can get some better ones and hopefully improve this build. But for now, I'll go into the build. So for your first one, what you're going to want to do is run discipline mod. Now I am going to change this actually, guys. I was running special ammo on kill, however I'm going to change it to primary ammo on kill, and you'll see why later on. Now obviously if your arc weapon is a special weapon, then use this one, but if your arc weapon's a kinetic and takes primary ammo, use that one. So you want to have discipline on that. Now obviously if your armor's a lot higher, you can put whatever mod you want on also with that. Now next I do have a resilience mod just to boost it up a bit. You may not even need to use that. If your resilience is really good on your armour, you could probably run full discipline for the max ability of this build. And then on the next one we do have discipline mod, submachine gun reserves, surge detonators and global reach. Now the surge detonators is really handy and it is really helpful. Arc grenades cause disruption, delaying ability regeneration and lowering combatant damage output. So this is good for nightfalls, the legendary lost sectors, anything like that. It's going to stun the barriers and that sort of thing. Let me just kill these enemies up here. Oh, they've despawned. And then finally we are going on to, I think it's a chest piece and boots. So we've just gone over the chest piece. The boots is discipline and special ammo scavenger. Now you can leave that on. Discipline, obviously that is whatever, and if you've obviously got it max, you can have whatever you want. You may even be able to have, well, we can have heavy, so I'm actually going to change that to heavy ammo because it is going to help obviously at the end when you are needing to kill bosses. Now for this build you're not really going to need to use your heavy, so when you get to the end boss you pretty much have full heavy anyway, so it's really good. Now the most important thing is also on your bond, and that is going to be lightning strikes twice. After throwing an arc grenade, gain increased grenade recharge for a short time, arc final blows extend the duration of this benefit. Now this is what makes this build so good. Not only that, we are using geomag stabilizers, I did forget, and that extends chaos reach, sprinting can add super energy. So the reason why this build is so good is because your super is so powerful and you pretty much get your grenades over and over again, and you can get your super at least a few times per strike. Now I'm going to show you this method. I'm going to quickly use the super. A lot of you said that you wanted to see some gameplay of the build, so I thought I'd show you that today. As you can tell just from sprinting down here, our super is actually increasing by quite a bit. So you pretty much want to run everywhere. Now for this to work, you're going to want to use a grenade. So your arc grenade needs to get a kill. Once it's got one kill, it's going to appear in the left stat boost. Now when that stat boost appears, if you use your arc weapon or your arc melee, it increases it every kill. So you pretty much have this unlimited if you are running an arc weapon. And as you can tell, we've got a grenade back already just off killing a few adds. Not only that, we're getting a lot of heavy ammo, and if we throw it again, it just increases. Now once you have procced it, you can pretty much just run around with your submachine gun or whatever you're using arc wise. And if you're not using an arc weapon, your melee ability will do it. And then we've got a grenade back instantly. And if you're looking at the super, guys, we are already halfway. And it's such a good build for super kills, grenade kills, that sort of thing. And it's pretty much just an insane PvE build altogether. Now as you can tell, my submachine gun is running out of ammo. So that is why you're going to want to use primary ammo finder, because you are going to need it, guys. A lot of special ammo is dropping, so I may even change this build to have full primary ammo. But all you have to do is simply run around using your arc abilities, and you should get your super really quickly. Now obviously, that's probably took us, what, around a minute 30, something like that. And we have got a super nearly, and we've had so many grenades. And we haven't even run out of the stat boost yet. That stat boost is what keeps your grenades coming, and we haven't run out yet. So we're going to throw that and kill this. Now the reason why this is so good with the geomag stabilizers is because you're going to wipe out a really tough boss in one. And not only that, we still have our stat boost for our grenades. Try and run around as much as you can. Try not to stay still. You probably are better running and obviously grenading with the geomag stabilizers. But this is the best build in my opinion for Warlock. Hopefully this video shows you. That's pretty much going to wrap it up. Try this out for yourself. Let me know how to change it, that sort of thing. But that's pretty much it. And as always, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.